Are you coming to Bonaire to shore dive? Do you plan on diving the dive site Larry's Lair? Would you like some tips and tricks to make your Bonaire shore diving experience easier and more enjoyable?
Well, that's what we're talking about in this video.
And we're doing it right now. Hey folks, Liz and Kevin here on beautiful Bonaire with a video about the dive site Larry's Lair. This is a great site, you're gonna love it, and we're gonna tell you everything you need to know to have a great dive here. We're gonna give you the lay of the land outside of the water, things like where to park and all that jazz. We'll show you the best place to enter and exit the water, and Liz will actually demonstrate that entry for you, and we'll give you a bunch of other fun information. If that sounds like something you're interested in, we'd love to have you join our community by subscribing to our channel, and you can do that by taking a giant stride on that subscribe button, then make sure you click the notification bell so you'll be made aware when we have new content for you to enjoy. But right now it's all about Larry's Lair, and I gotta tell you, I really like this site. It is, I think, 2 sites before you get to Salt Pier. So the site is not dived a lot by many divers, and I think the reason is they get past Alice in Wonderland, they see Larry's Lair, but then they see the Salt Pier, and that excites them and they want to get down to the Salt Pier, or they overlook the yellow rocks there on the side of the road, or they think it's just not going to be much because the Salt Pier reef, so to speak, is busted up, so they expect the same thing from Larry's Lair, and that's just not the case. This really is a site you must dive. Entry's kind of tricky. It's not a fun entry. Once again, Liz is going to demonstrate that. We'll show you all about that, the best place to enter, but it's really a good site. Inner reef is really going to be the whole time. I'm really surprised how much soft coral you see at this site, given the location. But beautiful soft coral, lots of really good sponges. So whether it's elephant ear or tube sponges, but good soft stuff. So if you're into sponges, if you're into the soft coral, amongst the hard coral, I think you'll really like this site. Marine life is great too. Liz is going to tell you all about that.
Yeah, so I was really surprised by Larry's Lair. I liked it a lot. It is, as Kevin said, a trickier entry, and just be aware that it is a longer swim. But once you get down there, it's really beautiful. You know, it's got a mix of the soft coral and the rubble. We saw, you know, we've seen octopus there, but I think because it's a little bit more rubbly, then they can kind of ball up and form that rock shape. I've seen a lot of trunk fish in the shallows, just congregating together and swimming. We've seen eel there, like the little golden eels that peek up out of the rocks. It's just really beautiful there. I like that site a lot.
Yeah, it's a great site. You're going to see all your usual suspects of fish, of angelfish and parrotfish, all the different types, as Liz mentioned. Great point about the eels. I don't know. I've dived the site several times, but it's never the main one on the list, and I'm not sure why. So make sure you put it on your list, and I think you'll really like it. But enough talking about it. Let's head on down to the site, and we'll introduce you to Larry's Lair. Okay, folks, let's take a look at the lay of the land here at Larry's Lair. Not tons of parking, and it's somewhat narrow in width, but just back up to the shoreline. And then I'll go show you now the entry that we're going to use, and we're going to head north of the parking area. So let's go find that.
Work hard, play hard, better have the time of your life.
So gear up, leave the truck, and start heading north. You'll go past the bushes here on the right.
Look good, feel good, mix a little sugar and spice.
And once you pass those bushes, then turn left and start to head out. If there's lots of water in between the shore and the water, so to speak, in between the rock ledge, maybe save it for another day or later or earlier in the day when there's less water. It's going to make your entry easier. But now just head on out. You'll see some dead coral here in the area in between the road and the shoreline.
Wake up, get some before all the damage is done.
Okay, once you get to kind of the rocky shoreline, what you're looking for is this hole, if you will, in the slope, or a little swimming pool within the ocean, if you will. Hopefully you can see that. See that round little circle of water inside the brown. And you're going to enter to the left of that. And what you'll see is just a slope down into where it's sandy. Now, make sure you use the walking stick. Don't want to get water on the lens. This is going to be very slick. You've got ruts here, but once again, very slick. Use that walking stick. Take your time to get down there. That slope that takes you to the sand, there are a lot of ruts and holes in there as well. Don't go into the swimming pool. Go to the left of it. Head out till you get to that sand. You should be able to put your fins on right around there, then kick out to the drop off. But once again, it's kind of a pick your poison, all right? There's another swimming pool here, so that's not the one you want. You want to go in between the two swimming pools, but closer to the one to the north on your right. There are other places you can enter, but I just wouldn't down there. There's not a fun entry at this dive site. But for me, this is where Liz is going to demonstrate the entry. This is the one to use. Surface swim out to the drop off. As we mentioned earlier in the video, it is a long swim. So be prepared for that. I think it's maybe 150 yards, something like that, 300 meters, I think that would be. But turn back around before you descend, take a good compass heading, make sure you've got that. Find the excellent navigational marker underwater so you can start your swim back through the shallows from that using your compass. Should be plenty of good navigational markers. Once again, you need to make sure you find one because you do want to come back to here to get out of the water. You can exit anywhere along here. It's just not fun. Okay, so make sure you come back here if you can. Lots of good stuff to see in the shallows. It's a lot of sand, but there's also some coral heads, so do come back in the shallows, save a good bit of air so you can swim back underwater. If you need to pop up and go for it, that's no problem. The bad thing is when you take that compass heading, your truck is going to be to the south of you, right? So make sure you don't take a compass heading on your vehicle because that's not where you want to enter and exit. It's right here. Let's go find Liz and she'll show us how to enter here at Larry's Lair. Okay, here comes Liz. She's going to show us how to enter here at Larry's Lair. I'm going to try to not slip and fall. The way the water is today, we're able to see the nasty fire coral better. So she's probably going to enter a little left of what we talked about earlier in the video. But she made it down the slippery part, and now it's just kind of holes she has to worry about. The darker coral heads you see, especially to her right, that's fire coral. She's going to go between some of it's fire coral in between those patches there. She's still right now on this harder pack stuff, but she's about to get where she's going to step down, small step, down into the sand, which I think she just did that. Yep. Now she can put her fins on if she wants and kick out to go dive, but she's going to turn around and come on out. Folks, if you want, you can try the big step down here. There is fire coral around there. Just think this is much easier. But that's how you do it, folks. One little last step. Do it just like that. Well, folks, that's just about going to do it here for us at Larry's Lair. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too and request all notifications. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you at the next dive site.